What's up guys, Paul James here, and I just want to show you this real quick. It's pretty cool. Check out all that snow out there. Can you see that? Look at that. Insane. It's been like this pretty much, I don't know, at least a couple times a week. I've been getting some insane blizzards, but that's not why I want to talk to you today, but I just thought it was kind of cool. So let me set this camera up here. All right, cool. So I don't know if you guys remember this, but around October or November, towards the end of last year, I did this month-long case study with Shopify. And I was coming from a background of where I've been in an Amazon business before. So, you know, I wasn't like new to e-commerce in general, but I was new to Shopify as a platform. And I wanted to see if I documented this case study for you guys. I did it for like 5 videos or so, and I updated about once a week. I wanted to see if I could bring this into a new profitable business. You guys may remember this, but we ended up closing off at the end of the last case study video just shy of $5,000 of revenue that we brought in. And profit-wise, it was right around $1,500, just shy of $1,500 profit, which is pretty cool because I was spending about 20 minutes per day on this, and I figured I could scale this pretty easily by just, you know, having multiple different items. So I may do some more updates on that with you guys if there's a lot of interest, but that's not quite exactly why I'm shooting this video. It's part of the reason. So I could have increased more profit on that video, the case studies, the video case studies, if I would not have had to spend money on ads, right? I was generating the traffic via Facebook, so I was spending a lot of money on ads. I would say I probably had around, if I remember correctly, $1,500 in ad spend. So imagine if I was able to add on an extra $1,500 to that, and that would have brought me up to around $3,000 profit. That would have been really, really impressive. I mean, even $1,500 was impressive, but to be able to jack it up another notch. So this is about free traffic, is why I'm shooting this video, because I stumbled across a product that I'm going to be trying out, and I've been through it and it makes perfect sense to me, and I know that this kind of method will work. I just never really thought about using it for Shopify before. So you should check it out. I've got a link below. It's pauljames.com/freecom, because it's free e-commerce basically. And if you've been like afraid to jump into Shopify because you're afraid of sticking money into ads and worried about losing money and stuff, this is going to be a way for you to test the waters with very, very little risk. And here's why. Number one, you're not going to have to pay for traffic now. That was kind of the biggest risk factor before, was having to pay for traffic. So you're not going to have to pay for traffic anymore. That's solved with this link. Number two, you can drop ship from China, which means you don't have to pay for inventory ahead of time. So there's this site called AliExpress, and you may have heard of it before. It's like Alibaba, but way less headache, because you don't have to have minimum order quantities. So let's say like I'm selling you a necklace or something like that. I don't have to go and buy that necklace ahead of time. I can wait till you give me the money for it, and then I can go and order it on your behalf on AliExpress, and then get it shipped directly to you without having to get it shipped to me first or pay for it before I get paid. So there's no overhead at all, because you're getting paid for everything ahead of time. So here's some tips that you can use, because I know that it sounds kind of complicated, but it's really not. It's really this easy. Go on AliExpress, think of a passion niche, a niche that people are going to want to like brag about, that they're going to want to share about, like something that people aren't going to be embarrassed to talk about. So, you know, think of like hobbies and stuff like that. Go on AliExpress and search for something like that. Look for something like a wearable is a good idea. You know, t-shirts and stuff like that, or different things that people would show off, I guess. Maybe even like stuff that they might put on their desks at work, stuff like that. So think of something like that, and then search for it on AliExpress and look at the reviews, okay? The reviews will show on AliExpress if that seller is good or not. So then, once you find a good item, you want to make sure that there's a good shipping method, because since these are coming from China, that's really the biggest obstacle to overcome is the shipping. So you want to look for sellers that ship using a method called ePacket. And ePacket is the fastest delivery time, so that's what I use. That'll get to the client in about a week and a half to 2 weeks. So again, when you're picking an item, pick something that they're not going to mind too much if it takes about a week or two to get to them. And I always put on my Shopify stores my shipping time. That way they expect it. And I have very little complaints. Once in a while, I'll get an email. You know, I might get an email or two a day, and I'll just shoot them over their tracking number, and then they're happy. So here's how this works. You pick out your item, you find your seller, you determine your shipping method, which is ePacket. That means that it's going to ship relatively fast from China to your customer. And you implement this free traffic method. Okay, you put up your Shopify store, you implement this free traffic method, someone buys your item. What happens next? You go onto AliExpress and you go and purchase that item that you found, and in the information where they ask where you want it to ship to, you simply fill out the person who bought it from you there. So you pay for the item, but you fill out their information. So for example, I might buy something on AliExpress for $1.50, and I might pay $1.50 to ship it to the customer, ePacket shipping. That's $3 total. I can go and take that and sell it on Shopify for around 12 bucks. That's a really nice profit, especially when you're getting free traffic. All right, so anyways, I just wanted to shoot this video for you to kind of break this down, simplify it a little bit more, and then give you a way to jump in without having to spend money on ads, so that it really is, you know, pretty much very minimal risk to jump in and try this out. So anyways, I hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want to try it out, go to pauljames.com/freecom. All right, guys, catch you later.